Hey, so this is the second devlog for the game I'm making called HoloQuest VR. This update is for the month of February. One of the things that I did is I created this start menu. I also created this updated cube to view the scene through. Basically, the difference is I shrunk it down to be much smaller and made it so that the ground, like for here, for example, like it clips if you get too close. But if I rotate, you can see I can see deep through the cube. The point of this is that I can make it so that you can zoom in much closer and actually see your character, because before he was just so tiny. But if you zoomed in, you'd be like clipping through the ground, you'd be unable to see your menu, stuff would be in your face, and it was kind of obnoxious. This way, I think, works a lot better, and you can still see what's going on pretty easily. But the only difference is I can zoom much closer in and actually see my character without things getting in the way. So the map editor basically is just because since my game is made of voxels, I can't really create all these voxels in the Unity editor, at least not easily. So I need a way where I can create data files for the maps. And to do that, I figured I might as well just copy the game into a new project and then modify it such that I can create blocks and remove blocks, and then I can create data files. So it has a bunch of tools. It has brush options. So you can see this little floating like thing here. If I can extend it. I can also put it in raycast mode, and then it'll cast to the nearest object. It has an airbrush. I have shapes, so I can increase the size, make it a sphere, make it a cube. And then I have my paints. So I'm gonna do some like cobblestone type texture. So see how it'll basically just draw it. So that's necessary. Additionally, I have the ability to simply repaint. So if I select grass, I can just only repaint objects that are there and not create new ones. I can, of course, erase too. That also works. All of that's fine. Also, there is a select tool. Okay, so if I put that there and this over here, I can fill an area. I can also copy and paste. So I put 1 point there and 1 point there. I copy that, and then I select here. Oops. It's got an undo tool as well, which is pretty handy. And then I select down there. Now I can paste and see how it copied the blocks. So it's got all these little features. Additionally, I can create objects themselves, such as torches. So I can put a torch down here in this dark corner. I hit the new button and I click down there. I get a torch and I can change its properties. So it's got all these tools. Additionally, one of the things that I did is I created a bunch of new textures. So these didn't exist before, but now I have new textures that are tileable, and that'll allow me to do like castle walls and dungeons and whatever else. Trees, you know, I can build some vegetation, bushes, whatever I need. Additionally, I can save the file and transfer it to the computer and put it in my regular game project, and then you can just play those maps. So this has been the second devlog for the month of February. If this is interesting to you, like, subscribe, give me a comment, let me know what you think of these added features, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.